Hello, everybody. Got a cool video here. So Euler wrote this algebra book a while ago, and as you can see, he's completing the square. That's all he's doing. And you could slow down and read this if you like. But we get this really interesting result. So he says that we have a general rule that when we have it in this form, we can just take, so x is equal to 1/2 the coefficient, which is going to be negative p, plus or minus that squared, and then you just attach the constant. So let's just take a look at that in action, how it actually plays out. So you're probably not used to it. We're just doing it a slightly different way. So I'm going to make this x squared, right, equals negative 6x minus 8. And according to the formula, we just do this. So I know my roots are going to be x equals negative 3 plus or minus that squared. What's negative 3 times negative 3? It's 9. Then I just attach the constant minus 8. So look at that. It's negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 1 is just 1. So that's how I know my answer is negative 4 and negative 2. Okay? So you see how quickly you get the answer, right? So you guys can try the other ones. I'll just close out on this example here because we have it's not factorable. So otherwise you're wondering, like, what's the point of this? So right here, guys, we're going to make it a piece of cake using the modified formula. 3 plus or minus, what's that squared? That's 9 minus 2. So that's, look, I'm done. It's 7. So pretty cool, right? Really, really cool. And people don't even know about it, but it's just based on completing the square, All right. So there we go. Remember, so this comes from, you take half of this guy, okay? That's how it works. All right. Easy. So it works less well when we have odds, but it does still work. So x, coefficient of the linear term is odd. Negative 7x minus 12. What's half of negative 7? Negative 3.5. What is that squared? That's 12.25. You do 3 times 4, then you add the 0.25. That's a good trick how to do that. It's based on difference of squares, actually. So I have 12.25 minus 12, which is 0.25. What's the square root of 0.25? That's 0.5. Negative 3.5 plus or minus 0.5. I have negative 4 and negative 3, okay? So really efficient to get the roots. Okay, and it's pretty cool. All right, so yeah. All right, now let's do an actual SAT problem. We can use the cool modified formula and make this problem really easy. So let's do it. X equals, what's half of this? I said 1 plus or minus, what's 1 squared? That's 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. I'm done. So what is K? 10. All right, guys, so practice that cool modified formula, and it's good to know, okay? Good job.